Man. What are we doing? What am I doing here? Whoa, this is kind of crazy. That's what it feels like to be like a YouTuber. It's kind of nuts. It's not where I came from, like, in terms of like where I grew up or how I grew up. I should probably write something on my whiteboard to look at when I get nervous or something. Alright, this is just a little test. Man, it's been like, I don't even remember. Hands are already getting sweaty. These weak arms are heavy. But where I came from, like mentally, that's what it takes to get me to film a video of myself talking. Like a year and a half. Year and a half since I've done this. And it's just people watching. It's tough. I get so nervous, dude, I'm clamming up. Alright. I'm terrified, still. I've already done this once, still scares me. I don't even know how much of this I'm gonna share. Alright, just talking about your story. Just talking about what you've been through. I never really thought I would fully have the courage to actually do this, like legitimately, like just this video right here. Don't look at the monitor. Look right at the lens. And it wasn't until I started just getting kicked around that I finally figured out that, man, I'm down here. Speak from the heart. I'm at this bottom. I felt so lost. Just don't stop. My name is Taylor Jensen, and I'm a filmmaker and photographer. To me, I think more so than anything, that's what this video is about. It's for me. I bought my first camera about 6.5 years ago. Just with my day-to-day life, I didn't know where I should be putting all my energy into. You know, kind of a darker, more sad time in my life. You know, playing video games and hanging out with my friends and going and playing pickup basketball. That was like my whole life. I played basketball my whole life growing up. I always thought, you know, like most basketball players, that, oh, I'm gonna make the NBA one day. I played 1 year of Division I basketball as a walk-on at Southern Utah University, and then a semester at a junior college in Wyoming called Casper College. And after that, I just felt lost. I had no idea what my identity was. I didn't have anything that I was super passionate about, and I didn't know what to put all of my energy towards. I felt lost. Got super into watching YouTube videos. Spent so many hours in YouTube. I was watching these videos on braille skateboarding. Like, I had nothing. Like, I wanted to be connected to something. I had even committed myself to, I'm just gonna watch these videos and learn how to skate again. Like, I'm gonna rediscover a love for something. Because right now I don't really love anything. I happened to stumble upon a Peter McKinnon video. I think he was with Chris or Maddie Apoya, driving these red and blue Porsches through, and they were in like Norway. Just like beautiful against like the white snow and like the dark shadows. They just popped. And the whole message of the video was to do what you love, or that you could make a living doing what you love, or something along those lines. And it just instantly hit me like, how did this dude make this video? And he talked about, you know, his camera and where it's taken him and that sort of thing. And immediately was like, how do I do that? Like, this dude's talking about doing this. Like, how did he do that? You know, next thing I know, I'm looking up video, you know, camera creator kits. I had no money, and I had literally probably like less than a couple $100s to my name. I got PayPal credit. I was like, oh, I don't have the money, but I really want this. Like, something's telling me that even though I don't have the money, I need it. And I was like, oh, easy, done, click, buy, yep. Buy like a $800 or $700 like video creator kit with like a T5i. Immediately started watching YouTube videos on how cameras work. Thought I was the most badass person on the planet. Something about it was just fun. I just felt attached to it. It wasn't that I immediately thought I could make a living from it or do anything like that, but it was a passion that I hadn't felt since I stopped playing basketball. It was interesting to me and it was really fun. I had never felt that way about school. I always was the one with my head down, sleeping in class. You know, it wasn't until I started learning about something that I actually cared about and loved that I thought, okay, I think I have enough where I could teach myself how to do this, and that's exactly what I did. I struggled a lot with finding stability. My whole mindset behind the whole thing was just don't stop. And what I'm gonna do is save up enough money to where I can buy gear and have about a month of bills saved up. I'm gonna quit that job and I'm gonna try and get clients. I would get to the point where I couldn't pay my bills, so I had to sell my camera gear to pay the bills, and I would go back and get another job and save up enough money till I could buy new gear and then restart the process all over again. 4 or 5 times later, it finally clicked. I started traveling around the US with a professional pickleball tour, capturing media for them and, you know, doing photography and videography. You know, I would make social media videos, I would make recaps of tournaments. In 2022, in the spring, I went into a very dark place, but I ended up going into a mental health rehab. I stayed in there for 2 weeks, and I did 2 weeks of like day treatment just to get my mental right and deal with stuff from childhood that I hadn't addressed yet, and it was clearly affecting my life. Once I got out, I didn't get any word back from anybody. I didn't hear from anyone. All my flights were canceled. Then here I was again, lost without any steady income, and a decision to make of, okay, are we gonna try to do this again at 27 years old? Like, it's time to grow up. I had all but given up. This guy named Tom called me. If he sees this, hopefully he doesn't get mad. Tom is the one that said, hey, I was referred to your work. I saw these couple videos. Tell me what you want to do. I said, I essentially just want to tell people's stories. I feel like I perform my best. I feel like I do my best work when I'm telling the story of somebody where I can evoke the emotion of going through trial and finding triumph. Eventually, I would like to do that on a larger scale. I just love filmmaking so much. I love when I get to show up to somebody's house or hop on a call even with somebody that has an idea and they want to trust me with telling that story. I think that would probably be the second reason behind making this video is, hopefully down the road end up building a community of people that think the same way, that love creating, that love collaborating, talking to other creatives and seeing their techniques or their why for what they do and their process or what gives them, creative energy, what sparks that within them so that, I can feed off of them and they can feed off of me and, we can create something together. The message I hope that anyone gets from this, whoever's watching it, could be 10 people, I don't care. It's just don't stop. You'll be so thankful that you didn't.